Back, House Republicans grilling Border Patrol Chief Ortiz at the Homeland Security Committee field hearing in McAllen, Texas yesterday. Watch this.
Does DHS have operational control of our entire border?
No, sir.
You heard the secretary. He said we have operational control. That's the definition of operational control.
Based upon the definition you have, sir, up there, no.
We don't have operational control.
No, sir.
And yet, Mayorkas says the border is secure. Democrats refuse to attend this hearing. Look at all these empty seats. Several empty seats at the border hearing yesterday. The White House is also now slamming the hearing, claiming that House Republicans are playing, quote, partisan games because they had the hearing at the border. Joining me right now is National Border Patrol Council Vice President and Border Patrol Agent Art Del Cueto. It's great to see you, Art. Thanks very much. How was the hearing and what got accomplished? Because the Democrats say this is all just a ploy.
Well, you know, when you start looking at who showed up and who doesn't show up, the drug cartels, they don't care what side of the aisle you're at. So it doesn't matter, you know, whether you're on the right side or on the left side. By not showing up, it's a slap in the face to what's happening down on our southern border. It's a slap in the face to the people that are being affected nationwide. You know, you have to show up. You have to admit that there's a problem. That's the problem. That's what the issue is. Them not showing up shows everyone, shows the American public that they don't care what's happening on our southern border. That's where the problem is. That's where the root of the issue is.
Yeah, so assess where we are right now, because we've got some new data showing that the number of illegal migrant criminals deported by ICE is now dropping. And it has dropped under President Biden. He's deporting fewer and fewer people. Last year, DHS aimed to deport over 91,000 migrant criminals, but only deported 38,000. The agency now lowering its target for this fiscal year and next to just 29,000 deportations. In 2019, for comparison, President Trump, over 150,000 migrant criminals were deported. Art, what do you see on the ground?
It's infuriating. What we're seeing is so many agents that are being removed from the law enforcement position, having to do administrative positions, doing processing, transporting, watching individuals in the hospitals. So you have less agents watching the line. That's where the issue has come up, is you got all these individuals that are coming across. The drug cartels, they're not dumb. They know what's happening. They know that they can distract the agents from one area to the other. That's when they're bringing a lot of the other individuals in, including all these gotaways that we talk about. The entire United States is being flooded by criminals coming into the U.S. This government continues to deny that there's a problem, turn away from the problem, and our nation is going to suffer for many, many years because of it.
Wow, this is just extraordinary. And earlier this week, Mexico's Defense Department found over 1.8 million fentanyl pills in a Tijuana stash house. It sits right on the southern border, Art. Tell us what's going on the ground with regard to the drugs found. And we see that right over the border, it's incredibly dangerous. In plain sight the other day, we were watching 4 Americans get, attacked by gunmen.
The drugs continue to pour in, and this is where, you know, it gets frustrating for me at times. I understand that the fentanyl is a huge problem. That's what we're seeing continuously come across. But we're also seeing methamphetamines. We're seeing heroin come into the United States. And a lot of times we focus on one and we forget the other. We cannot allow it to be normal to have methamphetamines coming across. We can't allow it to be normal for heroin to be coming across. We can't allow this to be normal. We need to see everything that's happening, attack it from all fronts. We need a government that's going to have the political will to say, hey, look, there is a problem, not just sit there and say, hey, there's no issues here, everything's fine. And then we have the chief of the Border Patrol that has come out there on the hearings and said, you know what? According to your definition of having the border secure, it's not. Well, according to any definition, the border's not secure. It hasn't been secure for quite some time, and the only ones that are gaining from this is the drug cartels.
How much money do you think these drug cartels are making?
Look, they're making a lot more, like tons more. Put it into perspective. Back before, what they would do is they would charge a certain amount for groups to come into the United States. That money that they would receive would have to have them come across the border, try not to get apprehended. They had to get them on some kind of transport, stash them in some house, and then take them to wherever they were going, places in, middle America. Nowadays, they can charge the same amount of money, and all the individuals have to do is come across, turn themselves in, they're going to receive documentation to be allowed to go free in the United States. So what's happening is they're charging the same amount of money, if not more, and they're spending less money to transport them into the United States now.
We're told it's billions a year that these dangerous cartels are making, Art, and they've got some pretty sophisticated weaponry, right? One of the agents told me it's on par with the Mexican military.
They don't have a budget. That's the big issue. They don't have a budget, so they can just spend and spend at whatever they want. They come into the United States. It's not just the individuals that they're transporting. It's obviously the drugs that are coming into the United States, and then they're taking money back south. It's a never-ending war that we have right now, and a lot of it is being done because the current administration has allowed it. They created that magnet. They don't know how to stop it, and the criminals are the ones that are taking advantage of it each and every single day.
It's amazing. These are the people that are deciding who comes into America and who doesn't. The drug cartels making billions on it. Art, thanks very much.